So, hello everyone, here is Sakugan episode 5. I won't bore you with too long opening like last week, right? But last week was better. Please, subscribe, press that like button if you like the video, please subscribe and so on, all that stuff, right? And usually, as I said last week with Sakugan, I'm not that guy that's like, oh, I gotta get subscribers, gotta get views or whatever, right? I have two other jobs, right? I have a full-time job, right? Working with systems, blah, blah, and can't tell you. And I also do day trading and stocks, right? I have two other jobs, right? I have a lot to do, but I have my place. I'm not trying to live on YouTube, right? But, with all that being said, just a short story is that every time I upload, and this has been, I'm thinking a lot today, so a few animes, especially for the last half a year or so, this never an issue years ago, like last year or whatever, but a few animes are, like if I upload them, all the other videos take a hit, right? So for example, if I upload this video today with One Piece gets less views. That's how crazy the algorithm works. And this is all the thing on YouTube. Like if you keep uploading something that you get fewer views or fewer likes or whatever, fewer subscribers, and also dislikes for that matter, and it kind of like interactive. So even dislikes is better than nothing. Honestly, it is. Please like though, but it is better than getting dislikes than getting nothing. Yeah. Hate views, right, so to speak. But I think about it for a while now, and it's been very, very clear, probably for the last 4 or 5 months or so, that there are a few shows, so of course last season and so on too, right? Yeah, all the shows then, that every time you upload them, you like lose views and everything else. It's like system really punish you. So I really don't care about that too much. I really don't. Then I wouldn't do seasonal animes. If I only care to try to make money or whatever YouTube, right? I would just do like other stuff. Or if I want to do anime and gaming and so on, I would of course only watch the most casual popular animes like One Piece, Attack on Titan, Naruto, Boruto and so on, right? And do only videos about that. Then I get a lot of views for that, right? So clearly I don't care about that, and I really don't, to an extent though, because it still is true that I have to admit, thinking about today, it's like I like this anime, but it is stressed me out a bit that I feel that every time I talk about this anime on YouTube, the system punishes me, right? It's like, let's say I have 10 views on my One Piece video. And then and One Piece video is like high on the SEO ranking, and then I like upload this video or do this stream, and then suddenly I lose, like views and the SEO ranking. Like it punished me at that. It's crazy, and it's always been an issue with YouTube. It's always been at that. But I think since the summer or so this year, and also a little bit last year, I guess when the coup started happening, especially some more stuff. But it's been so clear with a few animes. I see other people having the same experience too with the same animes even. Like for example, Attack the OP, so people are like, oh, if I upload Attack the OP, I lose views and so on. Yeah, it's just crazy. So it's like it hurts me to say this thing, right? Because I really don't. I always been the guy that I want to do when it comes to video games. Same thing too. I want to play a game that I like, right? For example, I was very early playing Nier. I bought it in Hong Kong, so I had it very early. And, I had a Hong Kong version. I had 2 weeks before it. I love that game, and I played it. I got a lot of views for that matter because it was 2 weeks earlier. But that for me is like a bonus, right? I really love Nier, of course, Nier replica and so on, right? And then I play the game I want, right? I'm not playing it because it's a popular game. I'm playing it because I like that game, right? I've always been that guy. And the same thing with anime. I want to watch an anime, review, react on anime that I like, right? More than just. Of course, people are gonna say that. Oh, why do you do that? Tokyo Revengers, and if you hate it, no, because Tokyo Revengers, I have. A little bit, I do like support of the Revenge, to be honest. It's some part of the Draken is cool and Mike and so on, so I don't hate it, 100%. But also, I do really think the Takemichi is increasingly weirdly written, right? So I'm like, then I am, as I mentioned, I like it because I don't like the anime, right? But I like to analyze and react to the actual writing, right? So you can like something even if you can like it by being like, what is this? As so bad as good, that kind of thing, right? But whatever, that's not a video. But anyway, so I was done that. But I have to admit, unfortunately, with this anime and a few other one this season, and it was the same last season, right? There is a clear pattern that. This like I said last week, talked about it a lot in last opening, that it unfortunately stresses me out because it's like. It's not, again, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not doing this to like, oh, I'm gonna get 1 million subscribers. That's not my goal, right? Because then I wouldn't do this stuff forever if that was my main thing, is to get views, subscribers, likes, or whatever. I really don't care about that. You know how I am. I really don't care about. I mean, please press the like button, but I really don't care that much, honestly, right? About like if I upload a video and people dislike it, I'm just like, okay, I'm still right, you're wrong. No, but I don't make me change my opinion, right, or whatever, so to speak, right? I said my opinion based on, of course, good arguments, right? But it is I don't know, thinking about a lot today that it is maybe stress the right word, but I feel it's so much stressful that you know that, oh, if I upload this video, it isn't that people dislike the video, or isn't people dislike my opinion about them, because I think Sakugan are very good at them, right? Or whatever. It's the system itself, you know, the algorithms, the math, or whatever. The system itself is like punishing you. So you know that by doing this video, you lose 10% of your views in everything else in the same day. That's how extreme, even less, more than that, how it's gotten into. And it's been very clear for the last probably 4 or 5 months. It wasn't, again, last year, this was a thing too, but it was, the word I'm looking for is magnitude, right? The magnitude of this punishment was much less severe. So you could do one anime that many people didn't care about, right? And it didn't really affect you or the videos. It just kind of like, maybe you got less ranking in the system, but you kind of have like this, you know, it's slightly punishing, but not that much. But now it's like, it's actively like pushes you down. So I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, right? I don't want to quit doing this stuff, and I won't, of course. And of course, I'm gonna keep doing it for all the good shows, and obviously some shows that let's say this was my favorite show. Of course, I wouldn't care if it's my favorite show. I'll just do it. But I will admit that this is not my favorite show, right? It's a show where I feel it's a good show. It's not my favorite show. You know what I mean? Like this is Sakugan is a good anime, but it's very clear that any video you do about it, say we tagged all people yesterday or 2 days ago, the system just punishes you heavily, and I understand why. But it also might be the whole system itself, right? You have to think about it, that my theory is that not only is it because of the general views and likes and so on, that is important though, but I guess I see other people having the same experience. I really do think the system has become much more harsh on certain stuff. So it's like, talk about this anime separate, right? The system doesn't like that for whatever reason. They're like, this anime will produce less views or whatever, so let's punish everyone that mentions that stuff. They kind of try, to make you do what they want to do, right? Trying to kind of mold you in the direction they want you to kind of go into, right, in a sense. And I think that's been, again, clear for probably the last half a year. Then it's been kind of clear, and then been more and more clear. So, yeah, not a long opening here, but I don't know. It's just a weird feeling that I'm getting this like weird, like I don't want to quit doing, anime reviews and reactions or game stuff for games that are not popular. And I won't, of course. But if the system is like massively punishing you, right? Like right now, I feel incredibly punished by the system. And maybe it's by the people that hate my Sakugan reviews, but I don't really think so because it doesn't make any sense. Like last week, only likes and so on, it doesn't make any sense. But just like I said in last opening, it was again a bad day there. This CAPITULO man was negative for, and again, it's not that they're slightly, they're very negative. You know what I mean? Very negative for this channel. Very, very weird. And it's only this channel. Also kind of strange, but so it's like if it was another channel, I think it would be different. So it's also very, very weird. But anyway, sorry for the long opening again. But I'm just, I don't know. A lot of people know me as the guy that does, they never care about stuff, right? I don't care about to make the money, whatever. But it just feels like this Sisyphean task where you're like, I keep rolling the boulder up and then it falls down every day, but it also doesn't fall down where I started. It falls down slightly further back every time. That's what's been the same last year too with some animes, but now it's like it falls down twice as much every time. So I'm just like, why do I keep pushing this boulder up? And it's a worse state every time I do it. But anyway, sorry for a long opening again. Please share it, please subscribe, please like the button, right? If you like me doing these animes that are not very popular but in mainstream, because I really feel that system is forcing me to do, it's forcing people, like it's heavily punishing me for doing non-mainstream animes right now. And it is very weirdly how it's some specific animes that I can see the system being like, look, every time you do something about them, mention them. It's very weird for some reason. But anyway, guys, sorry, long opening again. I'm not getting a rant, but it's just it does kind of hurt my stomach a bit, right? Yeah, you're back. Why am I? And it's just so weird because I do like this anime, right? So it's not about this anime. It's about, for whatever reason, the system hates this anime. You know what I mean? It's nothing about this anime. It's the meta thing around this anime that makes it be so weird. But anyway, let's go. So 3, 2, 1, and go. So it's like, this anime is great. It's actually one of my, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite anime. The Usoma ranking after this is much better. But it's probably like my top 10. And I haven't defined exactly what I mean with that. It's like it's my number 5, it's number 6. I'm not gonna say here, it's not my number 1, right? My number 1, of course, is Mushoku Tensei, or also my rankings. I'm not gonna say the best at it. But it's, you know, it's up there. Yeah, I like them a lot. It's just so frustrating that yeah, everything's around it. But here they're driving, of course. This guy is like, I think he's a good guy, kind of half-ass, right? He's like the law and order good guy, focusing on the rules, possibly being a good guy, and lots of rabbits and everything. Yeah, very nice, very beautiful. They found some kind of paradise here in the bottom. Dungbeetle. Very peaceful, probably for like a minute. Yeah. Oh, it's very peaceful right now, and then it's like, oh, here comes a dragon or something. Here comes a Kadju that attacks them. Okay, yeah, Fin be nest, yeah, why not? Yeah, Dad doesn't want to look at birds. I was like, ah, come on, dude, let's do something. But I guess they're, you know, close to Italy, right? As we saw in this episode, they were clear in Italy, and this could be in, you know, some forest in Europe. Then this could be like Sweden, yeah, I guess. Given that it's like close to Italy, you know, and they kind of pressed everything together in space or whatever, right? So this could be like a Swedish forest or a German forest or whatever. And then you get somewhere else. It's a weird kind of, yeah. Then the forest is gone, right? Yeah, and you get some. Yeah, but because as you saw last episode. It's kind of like opening Sakugan, dude. Hey, no matter what you say. Again, this is a great anime. It's not the best anime, but it's probably in my top at least. Do do do. What do you say? Oh yeah, Shin Megami Tensei come out today. You say, and what you say. The ramen open there, but she did. Yeah, she wanted pizzas. Last week they ruined the ramen commercial. She was like, it used to be about cup noodles, and then it was like, oh, I want a pizza, Dad. So she dropped that last episode. But as you're saying, right, the force is kind of. Because in this world, it definitely is Earth, right? Like we saw with Italy. Clearly with Rome last episode, so it is like it's like the planet, but inside the planet or something, I guess. Like humans are living in the future, and the planet is like warped, right? And they kind of living inside the Earth, but there's part of Earth, like the surface, that is still there. So like forest and Colosseum and so on. Yeah, otaku. Oh, a vulture. Stupid bird sitting. Yeah, a vulture. It's eating, of course, yeah. She's like, oh, evil birds! Yeah, this bird is evil, it eats other birds, yeah. But why would this vulture be dying though? Would it mean that the vultures are like have enough food to eat something. You know what do you mean? Like, why would the vultures be a species that has no food anymore? Like, are there people to eat? Can they eat stuff? Yeah, some wind. I guess correct. There's no wind. Oh, and kangaroos don't sweat anymore. What is this? What is this like evolution? The kangaroos stop sweating. Yeah, in the future now, kangaroos, you know, they, yeah, this is about otakos. Yeah. Might be man-made control, right? I guess so. A man are controlling the wind. That's how it sounds. Yeah, Temple of Gas. I mean, it's just a factory, right? That controls the wind. Come on. It's just like a factory. The robots is kind of old basement factory thing with the power of control the wind, right? It's some kind of propeller or whatever. I guess he fixes issues in this, in this fallen society. Yeah, the failing culture is the fallen human society, or the Earth has imploded or whatever. I mean, clearly Earth has kind of imploded inside, right? That the planet has gone from this to this, right? Yeah, they kind of mashed together the surface. It's a kind of shell or something, right? Yeah, it's like a hollow planet they're living inside it. This is of course like an old human. Yeah, she's so kawaii, adorable girl. It looks like the place in Darling in France. Yeah, just the it looks like a lot like the Darling in France factory. Do they have? But I don't know why it calls God though. Isn't just an old human eventually? Like God. Yeah, something is broken, right? Yeah, obviously it's broken. Yeah, just fix it, man! It's probably dangerous to fix it, of course. Yeah. So he's like, he probably can't do engineering. He's like, I watch stuff. He's like, okay, but can you fix it? No. Yeah, of course the little girl can fix it though. Yeah. The girl, genius little girl, like, come on, Dad, I can do it easily. Yeah. There you go. I will fix it, Dad. There we go. Super little happy girl. Yeah, of course. She's like a tiny little genius girl. I can fix it easily, Dad. Come on. Yeah, but back to the classic fight, right? Who's the boss in the family? She's a genius, though. He's like, yeah, great idea. Send the girl in doing it. Exactly. I want the girl to do it. His plan, this is probably his plan right from now on. His plan is probably just to bring her in. If it's very much likely he always planned her to, of course, fix it for him. Because he's like, oh, the girl is smart, right? She can probably fix it. He's like, oh, look at the wind. The birds are dying, the girl. Yeah. Team Mamapu! I like he's like, yeah, it's my team, Dad. That's Kagamba team. It's like Team Mamapu. It's good. I like it to me, like, we are Team Mamapu after all. Like, no, it's my Team Mamapu. Yeah, like stupid daughter of mine. What is that? So acid, something. Animus League? What is that though? It's automatic. Okay, put in some hazard suits. Yep. You gotta have women pieces. It's kind of silly that we have them for kids though, yeah. I have to question. Yes, let's go! Why would they have one for her though? Honestly, plot hole! No, but seriously, like, why would they have a little child one? Like, are they used to have children scientists? Maybe they had one to protect kids, but it feels a little bit like, you know, it's like having an astronaut spacesuit for 5-year-olds. You know, would we really make that? Yeah, but of course she's gonna fix it because she's a little genius girl. It's her team, right? It's a good saying. Even a kappa can get some. What's the kappa? Well, come on, you know, you're in Japan. Even a kappa can. We hired before they died, though. Let's pray for them rest. Oh, what the? Oh, I guess a lot of people died here, I guess. Like, what? Yeah, I guess all the people died, right? But is he hired? He's like, didn't punish them to go in there. He didn't hire, he's like, pay, he's like, you have to pay money if you don't do my work, right? It's not even paying them. It's like, you have to, I'm gonna punish you if you don't work. What, can they take off that hazmat suit? Really? Okay, I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, toxic air or something. But yeah, he used to take it off, so... Cadmium, maybe? Well, it's like a huge factory, I guess, they're inside of, so... What? What? Yeah. In Temple of Wind! I love it! I think it's a Zelda dungeon. They're like, Temple of Wind, guys! It's like a Midgar. It's a factory. And they're like, Temple of Wind, man. It's just like a magic, you know. Yeah, happy for you, honey. Happy for my little genius girl. Okay, now they're playing shogi instead. They're stuck to playing shogi. Wait, how did they have a shogi board with them? Where's Candy's shogi board? Oh, she already played it before? She's a genius though. I guess she mastered it immediately. Yeah, an ancient game. Yeah, with the loop chest of course. Where did he have everything? What is TV then too? Where did he, like, where has like a little tea thing and a table? How is he bringing up shit? Yeah, how I don't know how he can get, how he has space for everything. It's like, I got this tea thing here, you know. Should never had tea before. Yeah, it's like I have tea, got my shogi board. I got some, because you're a child, dad. Yeah, I got this shitty, you know, got some quality tea and so on. Yeah, I got some tea leaves, you know. I gotta not explain how to make tea here. I don't think it's very usable in the episode. Yeah, they would good details here. This is how you make tea leaves. You can teach them a little bit in the episode. The pacing feels off here. I'm like, yeah, please stop talking, you nerds. Of course, she loves it, but yeah, come on. Yeah, it's like, let me explain how to make tea for you. Old Japanese tea technique here. Okay, can we just go on with the life? Yeah, a desert might be, you know. I mean, it's clearly a different place on Earth, so. I mean, it's clearly some kind of imploded planet they're living on. Sounds about right. Well, it's still part of his work, but They're stuck there still though. But I don't know how it helps them. They're just waiting for the pipes to go up again. They're just like waiting for it. It's probably fixed set by 10 hours from now. We can play a few shogi games and, you know. Okay, so I guess it changes form now. Every now and then the structure. Is her map somehow connected to this thing? Is her map connected to the Temple of Wind? Yeah, so every pipe is the thing in the purple and orange. No, but like every line is a pipe, right? Yeah. But then that thing is just a network. It's just like a network. It's not a map reading. It's more a network, right? It's more like a it's like a grid net. It's just a map of the grid basically, showing you how the grid works. It's just a electronic grid net. Yeah, it's just like it's the internet. It's a control panel maybe of sorts. But I guess what she wants her to do then is fixing these issues, right? Fixing the faculties, right? Fixing these factories for the human society, I suppose. It's dramatic here now, baby. Yeah. Well, here in the place though, it's roots though, so I guess the plants are getting into the factory eventually, right? No one's maintaining it, which then destroys it. There goes a vulture. So the animals start destroying the factory, right? And the plants, yeah, slowly. What are they eating though? What were they flying there? Maybe some rats, maybe. A little yeah, daughter can fix everything. He sends her out to be the engineer to fix the planet, right? Probably would die, yeah, her curiosity kills a cat. He's like, well, I've tried to stop her many times, man. She's crazy, so I give up. Oh, now she broke it, though. She broke it! Pipes. Yeah, let's do Genius Daughter, man. It's like just being not being overloaded, but yeah. It's old. I mean, it's an old, like 1,000-year-old invention, right? The pipes are was the explosion. There we go. Come on, we gotta take. Do it, Dad. Come on. There we go. Finally. Does there release some green? Yeah, it still has like a magical team over it. The animus, like the planet's life force, like in Final Fantasy or something. And I should fix this factory. And they're like, Temple of Wind, this is an old factory, but yeah, they fixed this factory. I am smart. Yeah, she's like, I am a genius after all. I like that she's so full of herself. Yeah, I am after all a tensai. It's like, yep, I am the best. So, you know. Uh-oh. Mammal poo! Like, what is this green stuff? Yeah, about the daughter. How she's like that. How will she survive? Ooh. Maybe the tragic. I think she will die though. The anime's over, right? She's fine. Little bird babies, the vultures. Yeah, exactly. Gotta protect the little birds, you know. Gotta the birds, right? Yeah, go kill the cat, exactly. Batman was crazy about the water. She's too headstrong. Yeah, I've tried to stop her, but she's crazy. I can't, man. My daughter is a hard-headed, stubborn, crazy person. She's super smart, but she's also super stubborn. She's as stubborn as she's intelligent, right? Doesn't matter what I do. She's like, oh, I need to go there. I need to be an idiot. It's like, it doesn't matter, man. She's gonna die, man. She's gonna die. Next episode, I guess, we have the other guy from the opening appearing. Yeah, that teenage looking guy. This is the vultures. Yeah, God of Wind. It's an interesting world building fantasy anime. It's an interesting world setting. Definitely. Let's see here. A lot of awesome rankings out. Because when is it usually coming out? Summer ranking. It should be out, I think. Should be coming out about 50 minutes ago. It's weird, but I don't see it out there. Let's see. 30 minutes for now, that's true. It'll be 45 minutes for now. Okay. Yeah, most American course. One of the best MAs then. Subscribe to the other course. Press the like button and so on. Let's jump to the preview. Then it stopped. Then it broke. Sorry. To my preview again. At the last minute it broke when I pressed the preview. Yeah, okay, let's go try again there. But I corrupted data at the last second. Yes, he's gonna come. I was right. Yeah, I was right. We're gonna have the younger, the teenage looking guys gonna come. It's probably also a marker then. In like a red mecha suit. Oh, and Dad is gonna go to a casino. I love all these stepmom things, yeah. Dad's gonna find a casino and get some bunny girl, what is it, like a bunny chick? There we go, yeah. Dad is gonna get some kind of some bunny senpai action there. Very nice, yeah, very, very nice. It's always fun seeing her father scoring, yeah. Always fun, always fun, always fun. But, I mean, yeah, it was a good episode. It's a good comedy. The world is very interesting to anime. You know, I like this anime, right? But I have to mean again, please subscribe and like button, share the video, right? Share all your families. This is feels like a weird feeling where. So I said it last week. I keep saying this is so frustrating because I'll keep saying that this is probably my last review and reaction to anime. And again, not because I dislike the anime, it's because every time I do it, I see that I'm getting so heavily punished by the system, right? And it's getting worse and worse every week. How much it affects everything, and it's been going that for the last about 6 months then, right, for older animes early then, right? So it's a few animes per season, which has a weird negative effect, right? But it's getting worse and worse every month, so it's just like, it's a really weird feeling to it. But yeah, so I say that thing again, right? Like, and it's kind of like it's a meta thing that bothers me, right? I don't want it to be that. I want it to be able to watch, but it's like, I keep saying I don't care, but obviously I care a little bit. I don't care that much though. If I care that much, in my own defense, right? If I care a lot, if I was one of those YouTubers only caring about number of views and ranking and so on, right? You just want to increase that. Obviously, I would drop the anime immediately, right? Episode 2 or something. So then I would have seen this pattern, and I would be like, okay, it's all those, like, kind of shadowy, kind of bad anime. Yeah, I'd be like, without doing, yeah. That would done it immediately, right? But all the reason I drop animes, that I really drop them, is if they really suck, right? But not if they're terrible. If they're really terrible, they're funny bad, then of course I watch them, right? Yeah, if they're really bad, they're kind of funny. But there are, for example, Deep Insanity. This season, I watched one episode, I was like, oh, I'm out immediately. And it wasn't really like, this is the worst thing ever. It was just like pretty boring, yeah. It wasn't like, oh, this anime is terrible. It's like, yeah, it's terrible, but it's like, it's not the worst thing. It's just kind of like, it's kind of boring, I supposed it earlier, but I am watching High Garden Spice. Definitely subscribe for that, because I'm doing a long video about that when I finally completed it. I'm not gonna I'm gonna do like one full review of High Garden Spice, Concentrates anime, and but like for that anime, it's just so boring that I got to episode 7.5, and I genuinely have to like pause it and be like, okay, I have to go to something else. And I keep watching it every now and then. I started doing it last week. It was released, I think, like a week ago, and I've been like kind of. But that I feel like a massive chore, honestly, and because that anime, it's not like. It isn't actually the worst anime this year, right? Most people say it's the worst thing ever. I wrote about in my Discord channel. So yeah, also from my Discord. Yeah, my Discord channel. Yeah, I worked about a lot on my Discord channel. Why this anime, why High Garden Spice is so bad, right? And I'm coming to it later again. I don't know video about it, maybe probably next week. But it's not the worst anime because it's just kind of boring. You know what I mean? It's just kind of boring. You watch the anime, you're like, okay, like it's just kind of like it's just really boring. And it's like a chore to watch it, right? And I'm coming back to here to Sakugan here because it's like the opposite Sakugan. Sakugan has a very interesting world building. So if you look at this in here, right, she kind of discovers that this called ley lines, it's just like pipes, right? They're like the engines, right? They're basically the electric grid net, I guess, of the planet, right? And that's why it's like a circle of the planet, right? Yeah. So this egg thing is like because they're living inside Earth, right? So it makes sense. It's like an oval shape, like an egg shape, right? There's a planet, right? So they're living inside the planet, and this is every line is like the planet's. The electric grid, right? The power line, basically, inside the planet, right? So this kind of thing, makes this anime interesting, right? This episode doesn't have world. This is definitely a world building episode, of course, which makes the episode intriguing. But for example, in High Garden Spice, for comparing it, I'm doing that review of course later than the full review, but that anime has like no world building. Okay, it's a really boring show in that sense too. Because I have zero investment in watching. For example, I watched 7 episodes, right? 7.5 episodes. I'm at episode 7, and I haven't like completed it. Yeah, because there's like no investment to watch the next episode because I don't care about not only every character is very dislikable too. Of course, in that show, everything is very very dislikable, but it also has not of this kind of world building where I watch Sakugan here. It's a good episode, and now I want to watch more. Right? I want to understand what happened to the planet. So last week was clearly Italy, they were clearly in Rome, and some more report, maybe Italy, right? So clearly it's like the planet has like kind of imploded or whatever, or kind of, twisted around, and then the planet is like filled with fallen cities, right? From Earth, or the still Earth, I guess, but what I mean, like previous surface cities. And then we have this factory they built right inside the planet that kind of gives it energy or produces the factories or whatever, produces energy and so on, and kind of spins it around, right? So when that factory was ruined, ruined this thing, and then they couldn't, do wind, and the birds started dying and so on. Yeah, and the plants and so on. Right? So it's like this is interesting world building. And no, I want to see more. I want to watch next episode. I want to figure out. They're obviously gonna discover the truth of the planet, right? They're obviously gonna discover. They keep talking about like shogi. She's like, oh, I play shogi. Or he's like, oh, it's an old Japanese game built on this similar to chess, right? And he's like explaining how to make tea and so on, right? So they have all this like history of fallen countries, right? So they have the information the people had, right? And classically, as in many JRPGs, they don't know how to control this factory, right? So they have the factory, of course, but they don't know how to control it. So it's like an ancient tech, right? But they clearly humanity has fallen. Not only has the planet been destroyed, but clearly the humans have like lost their like at the level they were on tech, right? So while they have this stuff, they don't understand the old technology. So I mean, clearly here when Myrmonden finds place, she's like a genius. She's the one that can. I mean, because she's so smart, she of course becomes a key, right, to like utilize them to fix the planet because she has so much high intelligence, right? So she can understand this human. They keep calling it Temple of Wind, right? Like God of Wind, but again, this is a factory, right? This is a factory, but this factory, of course, is like too advanced for them to understand the other people. But because she's so intelligent, she cannot understand it, inherently, right? And it makes sense given that she's so smart, right? Like smartest kid ever. Because of course this is not like an alien tech, whatever. It's human tech that people just have forgot how to use them, right? Because they obviously again the planet has kind of collapsed, right? And probably a lot of countries got destroyed or whatever, right? So they kind of lost how this tech works, right? That being said, though, this fact is probably built after the planet kind of imploded. Given how it works, it has to be built later on, but still it was probably built, during kind of a human. The planet is like getting destroyed, right? They built this probably more factory to kind of protect the planet from like collapsing. I guess if they destroy this factories, the planet probably implodes, right, completely. I would guess so. Like if all these factories are destroyed, the planet is probably gonna crumble, right, and everyone will die. Humanity probably will die, right? So they probably need to retain these factories so the planet won't just be destroyed, right? So I'm sure maybe this. I don't know how long that's gonna be. If it actually is like a continuation, but I'm sure that eventually they're probably gonna figure out, what happened to the planet, right? What happened to Earth so big? How did they save Earth? I guess that these factories are kind of keeping it intact, so to say, right? And then of course what happened afterward? I guess that humans mostly died out. Something they couldn't like survive in this weird environment. Clearly, some humans have survived, right? But I guess some countries just got destroyed. That's why they lost how this worked, right? So again, a good world building episode, right? Where, for example, I also shouldn't dive too much here. I'll do another video about later, right? But it's an easy comparison. That High Guardian Spice, there's no world building. Basically, it's like here are two girls that wanna be guardians. They've never explained either. Biggest shit that they never explained why they wanna be guardians. They wanna be guardians. This is like Rosemary and Sage. They wanna be guardians. They keep saying that, never explains why. And then you just go to Guardian Academia, right? And it's like, okay, they're training here against something. It's actually really piss poor in many ways, but that way maybe even the worst because in comparison to like My Academia, right? You have the world building of bad guys, super villains, so on, right? They have schools, so superheroes, they train them, right? Yeah. In Guardian, it's like, oh, we have this Guardian Academia. Why? Never explained. They never explain actually into 7 episodes why they are training these guardians. It's like, yeah, there's some kind of manticore or whatever out in this forest. They don't even explain why they need guardians for. So it has zero world building, right? So that's one reason why it's hard for me to watch episode 8 because I'm just like, well, I have no interest in the world, right? Like it's just a very generic fantasy world that they haven't displayed. So yeah, I don't know why I would watch more of it. It really is that feeling. I don't know why would I go in to watch more, right? I'm more doing it because it's obviously the feeling. But it's really different there. Sakugan, I feel is opposite, right? This episode was probably the weakest episode so far, honestly, from the actual character. It definitely was slow paced, but it's slow pacing was just a building up. Yeah, they were playing shogi, and there was some jokes about that. But it's mostly a way to like world build that. Yeah, we have shogi. And she's like, oh, what is it? Oh, it's called shogi. What do you get? Oh, it's like an ancient country. I think they were called something like Nippon something. I don't know. Yeah, like it's like a world building element, right? So even if it's episode definitely was slow paced, it has all about that world building. And that makes it interesting, right? And I want to watch more of it. Maybe in a way though, looking at this and by YouTube is like in system-wise punching reaction and reviews of anime though. I guess in a way that this anime, especially this episode here, is much more like world building. So it's more a review episode than a reaction episode. YouTube might be more like, yeah, okay, this is like you should do a review here, not do a reaction, right? Something. But honestly, that's one of the things that system might think, right? It's like, why are you reacting to it? Just do the review instead. You can talk about the world building. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand why they hate this anime so much for and all this stuff. So again, you know, I feel like a broken record now, but this is just very frustrating with some animes now, right? Very frustrating. So yeah, press that share button, press that button. I'll see you guys soon with Osama ranking. Of course, probably the best anime this season. Just that moment in the last episode, and then Platinum End, which I am moderately disappointed in. It's not the worst thing ever. It's just kind of generic. Awesome rating awesome. Platinum Man from Death and Authors. I'm watching it and I'm just like, I've seen everything before, and that was plot hole. So yeah, I'm just like, it's kind of mediocre. It's a weird anime. And honestly, there I feel like I'm probably I feel like I could see this series dropping Platinum Man after they finish the first arc. Because I don't think it's very good, and everyone keeps telling me that the next arc is worse. Everyone read the manga keeps saying that the first arc is the best arc, and then the plot of the manga is worse after that. And I don't think the first arc is that good even, right? Nasta is very fun, the aims are fun, but the actual storytelling and the action of the bad guy doesn't make any sense in many aspects. So talk about it later tonight in that stream, but honestly I'm a little bit like, wow, is everyone thinks that the next arcs are worse? This is the pinnacle of this manga and anime, the first arc, and then it goes downhill. I'm like, okay, yeah, this first arc is weak, so see about that later. But that I feel I will definitely react to because I'm feeling very disappointed, you know, honestly. Yeah, it's Death Note, man. I will say one thing though again here. I had very high hopes, right? Very high hopes because it's Death Note author, right? Very very high hopes, and so expectations are very high. So I am probably harsh on it than on other animes and so on, but I do feel like it's a pretty weak beginning of it, and then well, I don't know if it's true or not, but everyone keeps saying it, and every arc afterward is even worse. Doesn't sound good to me. No, that just goes downhill. You know, that's coming later tonight. That sounds very later, but I am negative about Platinum Man definitely because again, right, I expected it to be like a 10 out of 10. I expected it to be like 9 out of 10, you know, anime, but it's like no, it's like 6 for me.